Hello, everybody. I am taking a little break from basically a very busy Saturday to record bits of this video. I have a lot to do today. I have already been to my mum and dad's. I've got to shop my dad's car for a couple of hours because, in a fairly long and convoluted saga, one of my friends is giving my mum an exercise bike. My mum had an exercise bike. She, she's quite happy with it, but my dad's one, which is a far fancier machine and the subject of a bit of a saga with who he bought it off of online because he's trying to get something repaired on it. It's not working. So he was using my mum's. Something broke on it. My dad's quite handy at repairing stuff, but whatever has gone inside it means it seems to be beyond repair. So, in a kind of happy coincidence, my friend was getting rid of one. Hence why I'm doing this today. So I'm back and forth, and I'm just home for some lunch. To show you how busy I am, and so that I don't forget anything, I have a list. I have actually written myself out a list of things so that I don't forget stuff. So at the moment, I have just made myself a cup of tea. I'm going to go and get a sandwich and then head out again. And I will catch up with you again later. First little thing I have to show you, though. I have been busy organising my shelves. They were getting very cluttered, so I've shifted stuff around, removed a few things to the charity shop. But you may notice there is a space down the bottom. More about that later and what's going to fill it. There's also something new on there. As you know, I have a passing interest in planes as well as buses and cars and things, so if I can get in closer, I will show you what it is. It's a model of a Comet, the world's first passenger jet airliner. It's actually metal, it's very heavy. I'm fair impressed with that. But as I say, there is a big space behind some of those buses, and there will be something filling it. And that will be the shelf sorted out. Well, on the way back to my parents, I decided to come along the coast road. Stopped off here for a little ice cream and just to take in the sights. There's a wee bit of a breeze, but nothing too bad. Quite a few people on the go actually. It's hard to believe where I'm standing many years ago was the site of the town's railway station. If you look closely along the edge of where the car park is, you can see where the platform edge was. The station used to stand where all those vehicles are now. This was the end of the line. Ice cream is very good, I have to say. A shout out to Rizzers of Lossiemouth. Never get a bad ice cream for there. Never ever get a bad one. They're always great. And on that note, I think I'll jump back into the car and head off. I've got some more things to do before my day is done. Well, off I go. I've just been sorting out the car because I threw everything in it and it was a bit untidy, but as you can see, there is said exercise bike in the back. So, got to go off to my parents now and unload that via the dump, or the coop as I've called it before. I've got some stuff to put there as well. It's a hectic one, but music on in the car. And off I go. Well now, that's everything done. I dropped the bike off at my mum and dad's. They were out at the town's Highland Games. They said they had a brilliant time. When they came back, my mum went and had a look at the exercise bike, and she's just thrilled with it. She says, "Oh, tell your pal I can't thank her enough." So that is a good result. I got everything done I needed to do today. I got my mum's birthday present, and all that's ready for her birthday during the week. I'm not long after my tea, and I've predictably made myself a cuppa. So, as I hinted at earlier in the video, I had said there's a space on my shelf. I do have something to fill it with, but it requires some assembly. It is a model of probably the most famous passenger plane of the 60s and 70s, Boeing 707. You saw the model on my shelf of the Comet earlier. That was a world's first, but early on in its career it had several well-publicised fatal accidents. The whole thing was taken out of service. The whole fleet was taken out of service, I mean. Big redesign. While it was being redesigned to eliminate the defects in it, Boeing had been working on its own project, which became the 707. And that is what I'm going to build. Really good. I also have a book about it. It's basically breakdown of the aircraft, its history, what it's like to fly. There's actually a section in it where the author, who is a pilot, has a go in one of the remaining simulators. And it's really interesting if you're into this kind of thing. I mean, nerdy in-depth stuff. Oh, I'm there. I'm there. What can I say? Pop that on the table out the way. So, I will get it all out and onto the table. As I say, it's just a clip together thing, so it'll be fine and easy. Excuse the odd angle, but I was needing something I could position to actually let you see me taking all the parts out and getting them ready. So, I'm using my coffee table, and I'm sitting on the floor, as you can see with the sofa behind me. What do they call it? Breaking the fourth wall. You want to know what my camera is sitting on? Step ladder. The only thing that seemed to have the right kind of height and angle for this, so it's sitting on a step ladder. Let's get this thing out. As I say, it's just a simple clip together job. I used to build model aircraft and other things when I was a kid, but sometimes they tested my patience. Right, so simple it doesn't even need instructions. Yay. So, get that off of there. We have all the parts, like so: wings, tailplane, vertical stabilizer, a stand, which I will put together and get out of the way. As you can see, it's just notched so the base of the stand clips in, likey so. It's quite stiff. Oh, there we go. It's still not quite. Maybe need to press it against something. That last little bit. Ah. Yeah, the last little bit is just quite a tight fit, so I'm pushing it against. There we go. Stand. Right. So we have push that out of there. One very garish 1970s green fuselage for paint job for the airline Braniff International, which I believe was an American operator in the 70s. This is actually quite heavy. So, right, where am I going to pop you there for a sec? We have the wings with engines, it would appear already semi-attached. Just locks into place. Yeah, just locks into the grooves on the wings. Like so. So that's one. And two. And a three and a four. And there we go. Wings with turbojets attached. So that and that. Those can sit on the table just now. Get you out. And tailplane. Are these marked? Yes, it would appear. Oh yeah. Okay, there we go. As I say, it all just clips together, and it is understandably quite a tight fit. Got to sort of work them in. Be careful not to damage anything, because if anything in this snaps, that's it. That's like that. That side. Flippy, flippy, that. You've just got to sort of work it in. This side is actually really quite stiff. Oh, so got that. Pop you back up there just now. And the vertical stabilizer with the airline's logo and the 707 signature antenna on top of it. Huh. It's looking plane shaped already. Right. Okay, so new and like so. Click. And that last one. That's a little bit. There it goes. There we are. One very snazzy 707. I'll just get it on the stand. Look at that. Even though it's just a basic snap together plastic model, the detail on it is actually quite impressive. I'm really rather happy with that. Get her on the stand, I'll get all the packaging out of the way and I can let you see it. So, clip. And there we go. I'm going to go and pop this on the shelf beside the Comet and then wrap up the video there. So there we go. The two great rivals of the early 60s jet age side by side. Okay, I have to say I am very impressed with that. Very, very impressed. And I think on that note, I will end the video here and thank you all very much for watching. It's been a bit of a here, there and everywhere one, hasn't it? See you later. Bye bye.